This is Alex Jones for Infowars.com, and I won't mention Israel, but Chad Chaddington will.
All right, everybody. So I saw this article and thought it was perfect to show you just how much power the Rothschilds actually have. Now, I talk about this family a lot because my personal opinion is that they're the ones at the top who control everything, basically. Now, who's behind them, whether it's human, whether it's, spiritual, satanic, I don't know. But they're definitely in this realm the top of the food chain, right? In my opinion. Again, I could be wrong. People want to say, oh, it's the Piseurs, oh, it's this family and this. I mean, the Rockefellers, Soros, they're all proxy financiers for the Rothschilds. If you really look at it, it all ties into the Rothschilds. I mean, you can look at the media, you can look at Hollywood, you can look at banking, you can look at everything. Even with the Federal Reserve, you look at the Warburgs, they married into the Rothschilds, right? The whole thing is just one big incestuous pit. But people like to downplay their power. People like to say it's not really them. Yeah, they used to have power back in the day, but it's diminished over time, and other people are more in power. It's all these billionaires. There's like 2,000 billionaires. It's like, yeah, but what you're not understanding is that these people dictate what money is, right? It's not that they have money, they dictate what money is. That's the difference, and that's why I focus on them, right? So we have this article right here off The Guardian. It came out Wednesday. Britain's royals used obscure legal procedure to hide distant relatives' wills. Now, this is probably an article most people wouldn't even click on, let alone actually read. But it's pretty interesting if you know what you're looking for, right? So, wills detailing the assets of distant relatives of the royal family have been kept secret through an obscure legal procedure, a court document has revealed. The Windsor family has, over the last century, managed to exempt itself from a law requiring the wills of British citizens to ordinarily be made public. The identities of the more than 30 royal wills that were sealed over that period had not been formally made public. That changed on Wednesday when a senior judge published the list of royals whose sealed wills are stored in a locked safe. The contents of the wills themselves remain secret, so we're still not going to actually find out what's in them, but we can find out who they basically redacted from being listed, right? So one name on the original list by the court was Leopold the Rothschild, Edward VII's close friend, suggesting that this will was made secret in 1917. It's unclear how the British banker would have been able to achieve this given the exemption was supposed to apply to senior royals. Remember, give me control of a nation's money supply, and I care not who makes the laws, right? Because I control the nation's money supply. So it doesn't matter who they put on the throne, these people dictate what money is, right? Like I said. Hours after publishing its original list on Wednesday, the court issued a new list with Leopold de Rothschild's name removed. A spokesperson for the court said the inclusion of Rothschild's name on the list was an error. No, it wasn't, as he was not a member of the royal family. So he's not a member of the royal family, but he's able to have, his will basically kept private, by pulling strings because he funded the king, right? He funded the English royalty. I mean, people want to talk too about the Jesuits and how they're really in control. Look up how the Rothschilds loaned money to the Catholic Church, right? So it's not like they're in control because they're not. Like I said, these people dictate what money is. And then it goes on to list a few other people who had their, wills made private, basically. But it's just crazy to think that people who are Rothschilds are able to have that type of power, but people just want to overlook it, right? It's like they still have that level of power now, right? I like to use this picture right here of Evelyn de Rothschild shoving his finger into Prince Charles' chest because it's a great example to show you that those people have no real power. It's the people behind the scenes, right? Look at her teeth right here, by the way. Ugh.